Hey, Miss Ethel, Grand Rising. Hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Lisa. Welcome in. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Miss Dina. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Miss Tamika. Uh-oh. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Nicole. Our place, your place. How are you? Hey, Miss Angela. Y'all. Y'all. Y'all ready? Don't talk about me too bad, y'all. Did you get those 6 feet tables from DG for a penny? No, ma'am, I did not. Didn't find any tables. I did find some coolers, um, but not for a penny. I didn't even look for them at a penny, actually. I got them when they were 90% off. So I had to come in and take pictures of this. In order to do that, I had to move some things, which caused me to move some more things, which caused me to move more things. Hey, Chef T, welcome in, welcome in. And y'all, as you guys probably already know, overwhelmed, stacked, packed, and way too much stuff is an understatement of it all. Um, Things have been moved considerably. They were actually kind of neat, but yeah. After probably 3 trips of me coming in here looking for specific items and rifling through things and taking them out of boxes and bags, this is what I have. So, and that included yesterday. I was in here messing with stuff too. So, this is the mess I've created. I am bringing you guys in. Tasha says, love your storage. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's heaven. Yes, there are definitely a lot of products in the storage unit. And I am going to be rearranging this, getting it back a little bit better in order, and bringing in a couple of shelves that I brought. Well, actually, I was supposed to bring, but they couldn't fit in my vehicle because I had all those penny things have been living in my car since Tuesday. So I had to make a trip over here to get that stuff out. And since I did, I was like, well, here. Actually, I was going to a remodel reopening today, and I got there and they're still working on the store. So the guy said it may be later today when they open, or it could be tomorrow. But it will, he said, maybe today, maybe this afternoon, but definitely by tomorrow. So I was like, okay. So um, I went ahead and made my second stop, which was to come to storage to drop off the other stuff. And I walked in here. I was like, ain't no way in the world I can leave with this looking like this right now. So I have a couple hours to kill. And I feel like I can come in here and get a couple of things sorted out. I also need to pull several items for an order. One of our uh, somebody's ordered some items, some bulk items. So I got an outgoing shipment that I'm going to be preparing today also. So that's kind of why I came in here to get some more stuff. So yeah, this is it. This is the mess that I've made. It happened over time. I had to get some stuff before we went on vacation to sell to somebody locally. I came over here looking for some items to design with. Yeah. Check back at the remodel store today. Yes, ma'am. I heard 8 a.m., 12, and then 6 are our possibilities for the remodel. Well, I just knocked that down. And then, like you said, definitely by tomorrow. So I will definitely check today. That's why I said I'll give myself a couple of hours in here. But I figured I would bring you guys in as a, I guess, celebratory. Um, I am now a YouTube partner. So I don't exactly know what all that means. But yeah, that's the stack of pictures I just knocked down. Um, so I have been toying with some ideas about memberships um, and things like that. And I know a lot of you guys follow me because of my shopping and things of that nature. So I'm going to still be taking you guys shopping. I'm just not going to be doing it as much on this channel. That may be a paid member situation as well as I'm going to be destashing a lot of items. The only thing is, I want to do it quickly and I don't want to really have to list all of these items out, but I know there's no getting around that. So, for instance, somebody says, well, let me get 5 plush things. Like it can, oh, thank you so much. It can be something as simple as just, figuring out what it is you want and me pulling some items. Because there's really no way I'm going to do this in a timely fashion and list all of this stuff out. Like it's not going to happen. So, I'm just kind of toying with some of that, but I did want to let you guys that I am now a partner. I don't know exactly what all that means and what other stuff I have to do, but I wanted you guys to know that. Some of the, let me see, hello viewers, let's get those thumbs up. Yes, we have 26 people in and 17 likes. If you'll double tap your screen, it should populate a little thumb showing you gave a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those who are saying congratulations. I appreciate you guys. It's definitely because of you all that I'm here and doing this. Miss Ethel says, you've been busy. I did the same for my toys with over 100 bags, baby. I must do better, right? Not to mention items for the body. Yeah, everything about me is sore. Yeah, this is just toy and like larger home items in this unit. I have another unit that's filled with completed gifts. So that's one of the reasons why I've been resorting to smaller gifts that I can just stack and put in boxes and stuff like that. But even at that, both of those bins are filled with handbags, as well as all of those are handbags. All of these are handbags, and these are some of the soft sided coolers. These are for bumper cards that I plan to sell, list locally today. You guys remember some of the coolers of it all. Looks just like my daughter's room. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Keish. Hey, y'all. I'm just chatting. Just trying to take my mind off of it all and kind of wrap my head around the work that's in front of me. So that's kind of what I'm doing. There's an entire stack of Barbie. Um, I don't remember what the Barbie thing was, but it's some $80 situation. But it's like a whole stack of those all the way down to the floor. This is a box of completed gifts. Those were completed gifts until I started pulling stuff out of there. Congrats, you finna get paid. And how much is your membership? Because, baby, I have to have it. I hadn't figured that out, Tasha. I just want to do it to kind of. My thinking is that'll keep some of the lookers out, just the people that are passing by. And it's not that I don't love you guys that pass by. It's just that we're going to get a little bit more personal with regards to social, what I'm posting, like areas in my house that I'm destashing, decluttering, and then like this kind of stuff also. So, um, although I love all of the new people, I know that there's some of you guys who are really, on my team and could benefit from this kind of thing. So that's the real reason I'm kind of trying to push it to somewhere where we can have a little bit more of an intimate setting. And I'll also be doing a Facebook group over there for channel members also. So we'll be able to communicate that way. So all of that should be up and running by the end of the week. I have somebody working on some of that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. Couldn't find a penny cooler. I guess I'll revert back to the regular prices or your mouse may vary. Could. Miss Nicole says, well, members first dibs on buying from you first. That's a good point. That's a good suggestion, Nicole. I like where you're going with that. Um, but yeah, a lot of this stuff, I mean, and I don't want that to be a deterrent from people being able to, get product. So I like where you're going with it. But then the other hand of it is like, it's not really about the getting paid of it, but y'all know I love me a good source stream of income. Don't play. Your girl loves another stream. I'll take those at any time. But I'm just kind of toying with it. I want it to be available, to be something that we could that people can have access to, or the basket makers, the people that have supported me thus far. So that's kind of where I am with that. And so I wanted to let you guys know that and take a minute to get away from what I was doing because I was trying to figure out if I'm going to stack all of these things under this shelf. But this shelf is considerably sturdy, so I'm thinking these little items can get put somewhere else because they're not really weight bearing. But yeah, we got quite a few larger gifts, and like I told you guys, I'm selling off these larger items locally. So, like the table from Hobby Lobby, it's going. These four bumper cars are going. This is an entire five-piece um, outdoor patio set. So you got the sofa, the two chairs, some tables and stuff. This is also some kind of patio situation. I got here still those I got on clearance. So yeah, there's quite a bit. I think I'm gonna do a membership too, but I don't know what to offer. Any suggestions? Good thing. Yeah, definitely put it out there, Tasha. Do you a live or either a poll or questionnaire or something on your channel, and see what your members are looking for, what they would be interested in also. But definitely, that's good. Looking for suggestions on that. Where did you get the shelving from? Garage sales, Goodwills, and places of that nature. So it's like wherever I could get shelves. Now I have taller shelves, like the metal shelves with the little rollies on them, at my house in my pantry, and I was thinking of bringing those out of there because I'm literally, when I say no spin November, we we're there. So besides the stuff I got from penny shopping and a couple of odds and ends, maybe some containers and things like that. But as you can see, the sheer amount of stuff, yeah, we should be able to make something happen. So that's why I say I can go ahead and start getting off some of this stuff, and that should hopefully help some of the people foresee what they want to do for Christmas. The early bird gets the worm. So if they have the funds and they want to go ahead and make purchases now, then they can. I'm trying to get market these bumper cars to some people that have the parties rentals. I know a couple of them do have bumper cars, so we're going to send those off. There are some chairs over there. I kind of forgot that I got from the Dollar General, but then when I saw them, I was like, "Yep, I remember them." As well as, of course, a gazillion gun G units, the those things. So yeah, there's quite a bit of things in here. I am aware. Not to mention there is a haul that I had. I brought you guys in when NCI pennied, and I got all of these baskets. So there's baskets here and here. There's also baskets outside. There are two metal containers down there at the very bottom. So a lot of the stuff in here is relatively larger. We got tents and things like that over there. Of course, there's a stack of robes, and then I have another stack of robes and some more shoes. Here is like a stack of LOL stuff, all stuffed behind these bluey wands. Those were in a box, but I had to get the box to put some stuff in to take out of here. We have more handbags across here, and this is also a huge box that's filled with nothing but wall decor. Here is more pictures, all of the brown squares, all of that. That's pictures. These are pictures and mirrors also. So I have, home stuff. We got metal containers. We got some more smaller pictures up there. This was some things that I got from Easter and maybe Mother's Day. I think those are Mother's Day pillows. And then we have quite a few of the Easter peeps. We got peep situation going up there and again down there. So there's quite a bit of stuff. Some more of the shells. These shells Sha was talking about, she didn't like them, but we got some more of those up here in another container. Um, I completely forgot I had those ladders back there. So I'm going to be pulling those out. I'll probably list those locally in bulk and do like a cool 20 bucks for all six or eight of them and just get them gone. So I'm going to take some pictures today, and then the plan is to go home and list the stuff, set up meetings for the people that are meeting me locally for tomorrow, and then come and get the items that I'm going to sell off, load those up, and then go to meet them. So that's kind of how we're rolling these out. Of course, these are Tumblr accessories. All of them say like in my mom era or something like that. Then we got some more shoes and a couple of other pictures and things of that nature across the bottom of there. This I just got off the top of something, but this is a whole stack of boot trays. And then you guys remember these I got from the Walmart, um, as well as these. Don't fall. As well as these larger toys. Miss Ethel says, have you tried doing a channel like the people who sell clothing online, showing the items and the number, and they respond by live, selling live online? Yes, ma'am. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. The thing about that is that I can't do it. It'll get a little more hairy with shipping. But yeah, definitely that. And doing it at a smaller scale because I can do that like a live for my members and then auction off, well, not really auction off the stuff, but set the prices and you guys just say which items you want and we go from there. So once I get down to a more manageable amount of items, we'll definitely get that going. But in the interim, I'll be taking pictures of items and or grouping them so that I'll know what's going to go with what. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And of course, crunch time is coming and all that kind of stuff. So I am still doing my baskets and gifts. I am actively looking for festivals or locations because I have enough smaller gifts now to take literally tomorrow and go set up somewhere and sell some items. As well, like I said, gift baskets and gifts. So I could definitely do that. So I'm still looking for that. I still plan on hitting the streets and selling off some gifts. I can honestly say it'll be the remainder of the gifts that I currently have as far as the baskets. And then a lot of smaller things I'll be rolling out. I'm going to do my larger gifts via, like they'll have to order them. And we'll just go that way instead of just doing up a whole bunch of large baskets and taking them outside. I don't really have the time for it, as you see. I have quite a bit of stuff to do. So I think I'll sell off what I have with regards to those gifts, push out the smaller ones. I will be making a lot of Christmas items because I do have a very large container with Christmas items in it. So we're going to do that as well. This is a box that I actually can use right now. So, but yeah, we're working some things. Um, but I just wanted to take a break and say, hey, y'all, we got 32 in and 29 thumbs up. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns before I end this? I think I've talked for 20 minutes now. And yeah, I can't sit here and play with you guys on live if I plan on leaving here in the next couple of hours. So we're finna get this. And I didn't, like I say, I didn't even plan to do this. But once I got over here, y'all, I was like, I can't. I literally cannot just pull some stuff out of here and walk off and leave this stuff like this again. So we have to make time, or I elected to make some time to go through these. You're rolling. Yes, ma'am. We're still rolling out gifts. I have cutest little concepts that I did up last night for you guys, or for myself that I want to show you guys. I guess that's what I should say. So I'm super excited about getting home to show you that, but I can't leave here, y'all. I cannot. I cannot. I need to take that them LOL scooters from back there. I just remembered those ones. And there is also yeah, the things that I'm going to sell online, the larger items I'm going to take out of this unit and put in my other unit. And then that way I can go ahead and set this up with the stuff that we need to run through. Wish my storage was like that. Wow, was that from the penny sale? What is, Jeanette? A lot of this stuff is definitely from penny sales. I can also say that mainly a clearance shopper. I've been a clearance shopper for about 30 years now, but the penny shopping of it all, I just got introduced to about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's been that kind of a situation. But a lot of this stuff is just from random stores. We got, of course, the Walmarts of it all, the Hobby Lobbies. This is more Walmart. So my main stores are probably Walmart, Dollar and Dollar General, as far as items I use for my gifts and things like that. But if they got a good sale, you best believe your girl will be in there. But yeah, all of that stuff, that's penny stuff, all of those baskets. All of the artwork you see in here are penny items with the exception of um, a small stack that came from Family Dollar. Um, and then there were maybe, I think I may have had like 10 or 15 from a previous clearance. There's another coffee table over there. We got some um, more items. And then, like I say, all of these are pictures. These were all penny pictures that happened a couple of months ago. So, yeah, that's what we got going on, y'all. It's a lot. I know it. Y'all be like, she always told me she overwhelmed. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. A lot of stuff. So that's when you'll hear some of the people that have been in the game or the clearance shopping of it all. Crafty Granny says she's doing the same thing. Yep, I see lots of money. Oh, yeah, most definitely lots of money. But with that comes lots of time and energy and wear and tear on my body. So, yeah, it may be a retail therapy type situation that you go out there and get a whole bunch of stuff and you're, becoming a shopaholic and all of the things. And I talk from my own personal experience. Um, but for whatever reason, whether it was health, whether it's depression, whether it's just shopaholic, whether it's, plans for things and then things fall apart, there are many different reasons why we can amass a large amount of things. But with getting those items, you have to store them. You have to have them organized. You have to, be able to follow through on whatever it is, whatever reason you place. If you get into a situation like this where costing you money more money than you're making from the items on a monthly basis, that's not where you want to be. There's no reason why I have this amount of stuff and I don't have things actively listed and being sold. So you have to find the balance. And I'm telling the new shoppers, the new clearance people, yeah, it's all good, and there's definitely money here, but you have to be able to invest that time and attention to it as well. So I just want to kind of caution you guys about that. It's real easy to go out there and start doing it, but then you have to start finding places for it. I have space in my home. I have a workshop. Like I say, I got 3 bedrooms in my house filled up with stuff. A den, and you guys saw me at my dining room table. So, yeah, and I also have a workshop. I have a storage unit that's filled with completed items. So there's quite a bit of stuff in here. You know what I mean? That I have. So the thing that I have not been doing, here, let me check, turn this alarm back on. The thing that I had not been doing, I know you guys are in the dark. I'm walking over here right quick, is really dedicating time to turning it over. So you get the items, but you also have to turn it over at whatever method you choose to do that, whether it's putting it in gifts, whether it's selling it, reselling it, gifting it, donations, whatever it is you're going to do with it, stay on top of it because it can get out of hand quickly. So that's a word to you guys that are just getting started and, always dream of having an awesome stockpile. Once you start it, you want to make sure you're going to be dedicating that same amount of time to maintaining it, to rotating your items out, that kind of thing. Yes, I've had some of these things for multiple seasons. In a perfect world, of course, I would not like to have any of it, roll over from one season to the next. But my previous street selling season over these last couple, whether it was illness, whether it was loss of location, like there were a lot of things to account for me not being able to hit the streets and really sell off a volume of items. So that's why I have a lot of carryover items. So, I should have pumped the brakes, but I didn't, and here we are. um, Miss Donna says, yes, it has to be housed. Show you right. Time and attention with marketing and selling. A lot of answering emails, taking pictures, putting up posts, marking things sold, getting up and going, meeting the folks, that kind of thing. Cleaning out, but I saw another getting 90% off. Lighting at Lowe's, some as low as 60 cents. Yeah, I saw that, Lowe's, Miss Dina. Um, I didn't I kept on scrolling. I was like, I ain't getting it. But I really need some of that lighting actually, especially for my houses. So that's one of the things that we run through whenever we turn over a house. So we keep a stock of those. So yeah, there is yet another storage that has some of our rental unit fixtures and things like that in it. Penny shopping has me having 4 yard sales a year. I get so sick of big items. I do dollar yard sales too, just to move the items. Right, Miss Donna? Yep, yep, yep. A lot won't fit in a basket. I donate to kids too, or someone house burns. I donate. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So that's kind of where we are. Yeah, a lot of the stuff's not gonna fit. Oh, I had y'all zoomed in, didn't even know it. A lot of the stuff ain't gonna fit, and then again, some of it could definitely, because that's one of the reasons I got on the kick of having these large pictures. Because I'd stack a teddy bear in front of that huge picture and some other items and go about my business. So that's kind of how um, I have done, and I use a lot of those, especially around Christmas time. And the home items, whether it's the candlesticks or the vases with the flowers and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of that kind of stuff, those were, like I was saying, the items that they were buying from me were really large gifts. So with really large gifts, you need really large backers. I actually did a gift, probably, well, it was a little bit smaller than that. Um, with a very large teddy bear. So I also have 5 feet teddy bears, which stand up as tall as I do. So when you start moving those kinds of items, then you need some things that are a little bit larger. Does that mean I need to go and collect as many as I did? Absolutely not. But in my mind, that's why I was getting them. And the reality of it is, those size gifts, um, I'm not marketing them enough to utilize them the way I'm getting them. So but yeah, I thought about the yard sale situation. I'm trying not to do a U-Haul or anything, but then I just told myself it doesn't even have to be that situation. I do have a vacant house that's on the market, so I can just load up some of this stuff, take it, and sit out in my yard and sell off some items and just be done with it. You know what I mean? So that could definitely be something that happens as early as Saturday. So depending on how much stuff I pull out of here and say I absolutely know I'm not going to put back in the storage unit, that may be something that we do on Saturday. Just take some things over and sit out and sell those. And I know I can move them and make some space. So this is the unit that I plan on keeping until I get at least a larger building or another workshop, or we purchase another house or build a house, whatever the case may be. But I do intend to keep a larger unit. I just want to be able to house my completed gifts as well as my overstock in the one space. And right now, I gotta get off of a lot of it to do that. So we're gonna move some of this larger stuff out. I called a couple of, if you have any of these large picture frames and stuff, I called a couple of like house places, and they are interested. One lady is talking about taking some time to come and look at the picture frames and stuff like that, because they use a lot of these things for um, staging homes when they're selling them and things. So we're gonna go ahead and let them do that. I don't want to, or I have not disclosed the location of my storage units. So it's kind of like I have to take all of the stuff with me to where somebody wants me to meet, and that's what I don't be able to do. And like I say, I stay far out, so there's that. Here's a box of pillows and more pillows, and we'll have to stuff in there. We got some more animals and babies. Clearance shopper for 30 years. Yeah, let's be friends, right, Miss Ethel? I didn't know you went so hard out there in the streets. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Definitely. I'm relatively new, but that first year, first and second year, oh baby, we hit the ground running. Uh, I had a name day one. I hit the streets. So that was I was very appreciative that the community welcomed me. I was offering very large items for very reasonable prices. So my things were, and I don't think I undercut anybody, but I was just offering so much more for what they were getting. So for you to get, a huge picture, a 4 foot or 3 foot teddy bear, a picture vase with flowers, chocolates, what else? Oh, candlesticks, champagne glasses, like that was, a couple of pillows, a blanket. So I would have all of that. And I mean, at $200, they was lining up. $100 for a huge bear, a picture, and a vase with some flowers in it. So we was rolling them, and that was, like I say, year one. When I came outside, they told me for Christmas that they liked my gifts, the gifts that I gave my family and friends, and that I could do this. I should make gifts. And me and my husband talked about it on the ride home because everybody just kept talking about it while we were out. So I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. And I went out when Christmas went. I think it was 75% off. I finally made it outside and picked up a couple of things and took over to a rental house. And from that day until, the first or second week of February, whenever it was, I was making gifts. So when I first hit the streets, I had over, 200 gifts. And I think I may have come home with 20. And that's because they weren't wrapped and I just ran out of time. So, yeah. So to go from that to the sales that I had last year, because of my locations and all that kind of stuff and the illness, I'm just beside myself because I know what I have in me and what I can do in this town. So, fit in a basket. Still classy says, oh no, crafty granny, praying for you. Your back is out too. I can't do hardly anything right now. Prayers, sweetie. Oh no, sending prayers. Hey, creative living, Miss Terry, how are you? Baby, and $100 and $200. Yes, you were rolling. Yes, ma'am. I wasn't playing with these folks. I was new. I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, we was rolling that stuff on out here. That's what I say. Between Boss Lady Fee and LBE and Joy with Baskets and More, those were my first couple of month ladies. Those was, so yeah, I was out there watching Miss Joy with Baskets and More roll them gifts like that. I was like, oh yeah. Boss Lady Fee had a lot of similar items as me because she was also a penny shopper. So I was able to, take inspiration and really figure out how she was putting her gifts together, do that kind of a thing. And then LBE with the gift shop of it all, the multiples and that kind of mentality, the festivals and the smaller gifts. Oh, yeah, the simplicity of it. Yeah, I went right on ahead and did what I needed to do. Miss Bell, thank you, ma'am. Joy with Baskets and More. Okay, let me find her. Yes, Joy with Baskets and More is the truth. She's a OG, and not to say any of the other ones are not the truth. I loved her. Miss Joy had a series of, hold on, y'all, a series of like 120 inexpensive gifts. And in that series, she would get inexpensive items and create gifts with them. And she has like a system of which items are, top sellers of hers. She refers back to them. Some of her main items that she designs with season after season, once you start realizing which items people are regularly looking for, then as you're shopping, you can kind of hone in on that kind of stuff. So she really introduced me to a lot of the handbags and the pajamas and the robes of it all. So yeah, I've been putting stuff on shirt boxes since I started, standing them up in the gifts and that kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, so that's enough about that, I guess. But there are a lot of lovely, lovely basket designers, and everybody has their unique thing to them. I just say find, support everybody. I try my best to. But there's always going to be a basket maker or a designer or somebody that you resonate with a little bit more. It may be because of their personality. It may be because of their shopping style. Like maybe you guys shop at similar sales. She has Burlington's, and that's where you usually shop is Burlington. So now you guys can kind of, bounce items back and forth off of each other. And I found these. This is on sale. That kind of thing. Maybe it's that the information that they give out. They're teaching you things that you need to know, whether it's the construction of the gift or how to shop or, how to locate different items. So you're going to resonate with different people for different reasons. You take, like they say, what, chew the meat and spit out the bones, and build your good knowledge base of what's going on because there's so much. And even with this amount of stuff, barely even touch the surface of what all can be and really should be done. In a lot of cases, if you are doing gift baskets as an actual business. So, um, Is she still on YouTube? Yes, Miss Joy is still around. She's put up a couple of shorts. She checks in from time to time. She has a variety of things that she has going on. So, yes, she definitely is still around. Here, I'll put her link in the chat. Y'all go over there and tell Miss Joy I sent you. That'll be fun. She gonna be like, why this girl sending all these people over here? But even if she's not putting out current content, go look at the stuff that she put out before, because baby, that's I'm trying to tell you, that's what I was eating at the time and got full off of. So yeah, go on over there and look at that kind of stuff. Let me put this down for a second. Let me get on YouTube and see if I can't find Miss Joy and bring her in. And has a system to her gifting. Yes, Nicole, she does. I love that. Most definitely, it's enough love to go around, right? Miss Ethel says, just love being in the environment of sisterhood. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody has something to offer. Some people I can just watch sometimes and I'd be like, this girl is a cut up, or this, you know what I'm saying? They get me in the, in the mood to design, or, inspired by different things, so it's just, it's always fun to go run around the YouTube streets and see what our basket community has going on. Now let's find this live. Oh, and turn this down. All comments. Here is Joy with baskets and more. Let's see if I can put her in the chat. There is her channel. So yeah, definitely go over and support. Tell her Esmeralda sent you. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of useful nuggets, especially about running some of the core items um, the way she does. So I enjoyed that as well. But yeah, guys, let's see how long we've been up here. 37 minutes. We're winding it on down. I am getting the itching to get back to work. So while it's on me, let me make sure I do that. Scrolling up to make sure I didn't miss your comments. I didn't read them out loud, all of them out loud, but I tried to at least see what you guys were saying. Um, Grand Rising, Miss Jody, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Love that rainbow basket. A rainbow basket? Girl, what you saw? Oh, the canvas basket, that fabric round basket. And I said I'll let y'all not to take y'all down a notch. I don't want anybody to not be excited about the inventory of it all, um, because it is exciting. It definitely is. But with that, we also have to be able to just really pump this stuff out. So I encourage you guys on one of my previous Grand Rising KOK. Hey, how are you? On one of my previous lives, that if you have items, whether they are gifts that you've already created or if they are um, overstock, clearance finds, whatever the case may be, if you have that stuff, there's absolutely no reason why you're not listing it. We don't have to wait until the holiday comes to go out and sell. I will be going out to sell at different times because I'm really trying to find me another location. So, there's that. But yeah, get off the stuff. List it. They can't buy it from you if they don't know you have it. And I have it, and I haven't told anybody I have it. Well, I mean, everybody knows I clearance shop, but they don't really know that I have it. Like, if you want it, I got it. You need some sheets? Okay, I got them. What size you need? I got twin, full, queen, and king right now. You need some blankets? Okay, cool. You need a donation? Gotcha. Like, I can roll with a lot of different types of requests. You got a mama having a baby? Okay, what she need? Do she need, like, bumbos? Do she need car seats? Do she need baby items? Like, only thing I don't have is Pampers. But yeah, we can get you booster seats, you know. So we can do that kind of thing. But they can't buy it if they don't know I have it. So that's where the listing of it all comes in. Hey everybody, what did I miss? Hey Sanana, me running my mouth talking about all of the stuff that I have in here. But I'm about to get off of here because, like I say, while it's on me to move and do some things, then I need to do some things. So we're gonna go ahead and get some more things stacked up, and I'll give you one last look for those of you who hadn't been in here while I've been skipping back and forth for the last 40 minutes. But this is some of my storage situation. I came over to get some of my Christmas decorations and ended up finding um, multiple boxes of gifts. So we have men gifts down there. This is Christmas stuff that needs to go. Personal Christmas, personal Christmas. These are two completed baskets that need to go in my completed gift shop. Hey, E. Welcome in, just in time. Y'all know I'm finna get off here now. You ain't finna be fussing at me. Some wreaths, some more wreaths. So I came and got my personal Christmas stuff. That was one of the things on my list to do today. I found a couple of more boxes of completed gifts. So there are completed gifts in there, as well as completed gifts in there. Um, yeah, and just stuff. This is all glassware, so that's leaving here today. But the rest of it is just literally stacks and stacks of miscellaneous stuff. Just dropped by, loading the car for delivery. Have a great day, y'all. You as well, E. And congrats on your delivery. And then, like I say, we got all of the picture frames and stuff. So these, hopefully, I can give out to the realtors, get them involved in some of this house stuff that's too large to ship. Some of these larger items, I'll be go ahead and listing locally. What state? We're in Florida. We also have more pictures and coffee tables and more wall decor and more wall decor. Um, Home items. Y'all remember all of that kind of stuff. We got Mother's Day items, more big things. This is all of these purses, and then more of the larger boards and different plaques and things for your wall. We got a couple of random, um, what is this? Like Easter outdoor toys and things like that. Y'all remember Bluey them. Um, I am in North Florida. Bluey them, they were all in a box, but they had to come out as well as some of this other stuff because I needed the box. Behind this isn't as bad as it looks because there are scooters stacked up, LOL scooters and um, some LOL car thing and more of these. Oh, and there's a trampoline or two back there. So it's not as bad as it looks in that corner. Then we have CVS robes stacked, memorial vases, Mother's Day pillows. Um, I don't remember what those are. Oh, tents and more tents. Then all of that's Barbie. Completed gifts in there as well as in this box down here. Um, we got some Easter, some coolers, purses, purses, chairs. Oh, these are some more robes and then some Easter something something. Easter plates I got. And bumper cars and more large G units for the kiddos. So yeah, that's it. That's what we got. We got some different miscellaneous things. These are all kid gifts. So these are babies in here. All of those were a penny. And there's more stuff down there. We have several more containers of dolls. All of those are Brett dolls in there. And then I think, yeah, there's some more dolls down there. Those are my Dooney and Burke dust bags that I need to get out of here and take back to my house. Um, this is Christmas stuff. I got on it pennied out or glitch or something. I got some Christmas stuff. So that's what those two boxes are. And these did have blankets in them. One of them still has weighted blankets, and the other one has like fall items. And I think, well, two of them probably have fall items. So I'm probably going to drag that out and literally put that in the donate, aka garage sale or whatever pile, and get that. Just go ahead and get that fall stuff out of here. Of course, we still have baskets um, and slippers and robes and more. We've got ottomans, still have some ottomans. I think it's two stacks. Yeah, the ottomans go up to right there in that back stack, and then we have more ottomans down there. So Um, yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff to move over these next short period amounts of time. But like I say, I just came in to show you guys, let you know what I'm up to. I will definitely check back at the remodel a little bit later. But for the time being, we finna get to slanging some boxes and getting some things stacked and packed a little bit better than they are. So thank you guys so much for your support and hanging out and listen to me ramble about all of the things. Take what I said to heart. If you got the items, make sure you're keeping a firm grip on reality with regards to what you're doing with it and the speed and with you're doing it. If you got a lot of stuff and you need to be making gifts with them or doing whatever with them, then get to doing it. So I take time away from shopping to do things like this. But I have neglected it for the last probably month, if not a little bit more, between vacation and all of the other things. So this is where we are. But thank you guys for hanging out, and I will chat at you a little bit later. And be looking out for more information on the membership and that kind of thing. And we'll go from there. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace and blessings.